You open your book with a few lines from a poem by Jorge Luis Borges, a love poem. I'm going to read parts of it because it's a damn good poem.
Yeah.
It's called Two English Poems. I mean, I'd like to understand why you used it and the specific parts you used, which is interesting. But then when I read the full thing, so I think you used it as a sort of beautiful description of what it means to delve deep into understanding, offering yourself to the task of understanding another human being. But if you look at the full context of the poem, it's also a damn good description of being hit by love and overtaken by it, and sort of and trying to figure out how to make sense of the world now that you've been stricken by it. It says a bunch of things about chatting insignificantly with friends and all those kinds of things, and then the poem reads, "The big wave brought you." This is the moment, I guess, of the universe where the two people, you fall in love. Maybe I'm totally misreading this poem, by the way. It doesn't matter.
Nope.
You can't misread a poem.
That's right.
So it goes on. Words, any words, your laughter, and you so lazily and incessantly beautiful. We talked, and you have forgotten the words. The shattering dawn finds me in a deserted street of my city, your profile turned away, the sounds that go to make your name, the lilt of your laughter. These are the illustrious toys you have left me. So these little memories of these peculiar little details he remembers. Those are the illustrious toys. I apologize to mix my own words with the poem, but you should definitely read it. I turn them over in the dawn. I lose them. I find them. I tell them to the few stray dogs and to the few stray stars of the dawn. Your dark, rich life. I must get at you somehow. I put away those illustrious toys you have left me. I want your hidden look, your real smile, that lonely, mocking smile your cool mirror knows. I want your hidden look, your real smile. This is the first part of the poem, and then it goes on, which is some of the parts that you reference. Second part is, what can I hold you with? I offer you lean streets, desperate sunsets, the moon of the jagged suburbs. I offer you the bitterness of a man who has looked long and long at a lonely moon. I offer you my ancestors, my dead men, the ghosts that living men have honored in bronze. My father's father killed in the frontier of Buenos Aires, 2 bullets through his lungs, and so on, so on. I offer you whatever insights my books may hold, whatever manliness or humor my life. I offer you the loyalty of a man who has never been loyal. I offer you that kernel of myself that I have saved somehow, the central heart that deals not in words, traffics not with dreams, and is untouched by time, my joy, and adversities. And I think this is where the part that you include in the book.
Mhm.
I offer you the memory of a yellow rose seen at sunset, years before you were born. Damn, that's a good line. Okay. I, I offer you explanations of yourself, theories about yourself, authentic and surprising news of yourself. I can give you my loneliness, my darkness, the hunger of my heart. I'm trying to bribe you with uncertainty, with danger, with defeat. That is a man who's in love and longing. If taken, but I just want to go back to, maybe you could say why you wanted to include that poem, but also your dark, rich life. I must get at you somehow. I put away those illustrious toys you have left me. I want your hidden look, your real smile, that lonely, mocking smile your cool mirror knows. Well, sometimes I meet a stranger, and it's like a double take.
Mhm.
It's like, who are you? Have we met before somewhere? Who's that person behind there?
Yeah.
And I want to get at that, whatever that is. And of course, maybe that's what love is, because maybe that's the whole pursuit, like a lifelong pursuit of getting at that person. Maybe that's what that is. And like that insatiable sort of curiosity to keep getting to, like, well, who's that person in your own private life?
Yeah. So that absolutely, I think that it was a beautiful description of what you just said when there's that first moment, and then you want to dive deeper. You want to know what the hidden mysteries are. In a way, it's a love poem. As a scientist, though, it's a bit of how a scientist can love science, and that wanting to dive deeper is it's almost like, again, where it could be a love affair with investigating the human mind, for example. And that was one reason it spoke to me also. Again, thinking about the broader sweep of where the human mind came from, the steps it took to get where it is today, what was given up along the way, what compromises were made. And here's where the darkness of the poem starts to come in a little bit too. It doesn't shy away from the negativity, from the confusion, from the danger. And then at the very end, the Borges is offering up scenes from his life, parts of himself. And this is how we connect with people. We offer up parts of ourselves. Just here it is. And then we see how well does that map onto what you have. And it's that offering up that I liked. And not the good stuff, or not only the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The Yellow Rose is nice, but he's offering up the bad stuff too. And that to me was important for the book, because I'm offering up hard stuff too. In fact, a lot of it. And also hard stuff from within me, from my own personal side too. And there's a lot of vulnerability that comes with that, but that comes with love, that comes with writing. You have to be open, you have to be vulnerable. And so I thought that reflected what I was trying to do. And I thought it was, as an epigraph, it kind of made it clear how vulnerable I was in taking this step, but also what could come out of it.
And also in a meta way, because I was not familiar with this poem, it made me curious of the poem itself to pull at that thread of finding out more. You picked a very particular part that kind of made you want to pull at that thread and see where did these few lines come from? Because I read it as a curiosity of a scientist, those lines alone, and also as a desperate human being searching, like offering himself for an understanding or connection with another human being. And then, because I wasn't sure if it's a love poem or not, or if it's desperation, or if it's curiosity, whatever it is. And then you see the love poem. I mean, I don't know, that's going to stick with me for a while. Your dark, rich life. And then a few lines in here are just, I mean, I'm going to just use them as pickup lines at a bar. I offer you the memory of a yellow rose seen at sunset years before you were born. Now that's a pickup line I've never heard, if I've ever heard one. Anyway, sorry.
But this is universal. You see it in so many forms of art. We're in Texas now. You see this in country and Western songs. It's often a list of things. Like, here's how I describe myself. There's this and there's that and there's the other thing. And here you are. These things matter to me, and I hope they matter to you too. It's a pretty universal form, but he did it in this very artful and very vulnerable way. It was both beautiful, and you could feel the hurt coming from him too, and that was important.
The dark stuff too. I offer you my ancestors, my dead men, the ghosts that living men have honored in bronze, and talking about 2 bullets through his lungs, bearded and dead, wrapped by his soldiers in the hide of a cow. My mother's grandfather, just 24, heading a charge of 300 men in Peru, now ghosts on vanished horses. So all of it, the whole history of it.